Tuesday morning, I woke up, I went to work, and I left Zach home, and he was still with Justin. If he's not better today, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna call the doctor. And I called him on my first break, and Justin answered, and he said, like, Zach hasn't woken up yet. And I thought that was really strange because it's like 10 o'clock and he's up normally early. It was really far away. It was gonna take like 45 minutes to get there, and I didn't have a cell phone. So I called my mom, and she called him and told him to call the ambulance, and I flew home. And when I got there, they said that there was a police escort that took Zach to the hospital in an ambulance, and I picked up Justin because I didn't know which hospital they went to. I arrived at CMC. He dropped me off. I went in, and then he parked the car, came in, and the nurse sat down and talked to me and said, I don't know, what's going on. I just want to let you know that, I'm going to take you back to see him. So she walked both of us back, and we went into the room. The doctors were looked like they were standing around him working on him, and the one doctor had made eye contact with me, and what I remember, he had shook his head, that he was gone. So they eventually told me that I've got to say goodbye and that I had to leave him. They had an inclination that it was abuse or that something had happened. So they called Child Protective Services, and they were pretty sure that Justin, had done something to him. They questioned me and they questioned Justin and started to kind of narrow down the story. They had the autopsy, and they knew somebody did something, and Justin wound up confessing to it. My world was just turned upside down, I'm driving around with 2 car seats in the back of my car, and but I only have 1 child, and it was so surreal because when you're sad sometimes, you can get a cupcake, or you could do something that makes you happy, or you can change something, and there just was nothing that I could do. So I started to lean on whoever was going to be there to catch me. And that's what Gene did. He was there to answer every single question I had. He explained the process about what I was about to start to go through. And I'm I need to be involved. I needed to do something, so he would let me know whatever it is that I could do. I wouldn't be who I am today if it was anybody else who had taken the case. I mean, I've never met anybody who works as hard as he works. He just is always there, and he puts his soul into, figuring out, whatever he's got to do into, the witnesses and into, getting the facts and just doing what he does. He's amazing. I remember sitting in the court and listening to the defense attorney, say things that I just was so angry at, and I wanted to stand up and yell, and I just knew, when Gene was right there to say the right thing and to, put me at ease, because I knew that he was saying exactly what I, wanted to say. He was speaking for me and speaking for Zach, and he was there to, he just fought so hard for us. Gene's given so much of himself to me, other than doing the job that he was supposed to do, fighting as hard as he could, dedicating himself to our case. He's going to do everything he can to fight for justice. He's not going to let anything stand in his way, or anybody. He has his eyes on what's right, and he's going to get there. I know that he works nonstop. I know that he puts his all and effort into everything that he does, that he researches everything. He, dots every I and crosses every T, and he makes sure that, he's 100% ready for any case, that he's about to begin, or that he's in the process of. Failure is just not, an option. It's not in his vocabulary. He is always there for me. I mean, for 11 years, he's been there. He's become part of my family. He got me justice. He got justice for Zach. He did what he was supposed to. He was such a positive person, and he made me feel strong, and he made me feel capable of moving on. And he gave me the thing that nobody else could give me, because he gave me justice for Zach. And that is so priceless because, nobody else could have done that. He's my hero.